Good morning, class. So, previous class we learned about the impact of migration, the major economic, social and political differences between immigration and emigration, and we learned about the history of migration, where I told you about the American Civil War. So, and I asked you also to look up at the link and see for yourself, read for yourself what all happened during those 4 or 5 years. Now today we are going to study about brain drain. Brain drain is the situation where highly skilled, educated and professionally potential people migrate from their native land to another country for better opportunities. Please underline all that. Thus, people migrate from less developed and poor nations to more developed and wealthy nations in search of better opportunities. Underline, the term brain drain originated in 1960s in London. It leads to loss of human resource in qualitative aspect for the country from where it happens. So, people who are intelligent and professionally more skilled, they migrate to other countries. On the other hand, the country in which the people are migrating will gain human resource in both qualitative and quantitative ways. So, back in the 1970s and 80s, even in 90s also, this process, brain drain, people from India, highly skilled, educated and professionally skilled people were leaving India for better opportunities to the Western nation. Now let us see the causes of brain drain. Underdeveloped educational system, poor infrastructure and less scope of higher education are the basic causes for brain drain. Underline all that. Thereafter, limited job opportunities, sociology, economically and politically biased environment, sky-high fees for getting admitted in good institutes and lack of technical assistance in the field of scholarship have led to brain drain from developing to developed nations. We all know that India is a developing nation and most of the Western countries are already developed. Now class 8, I have in detail discussed to you about how we differentiate an underdeveloped country from a developing nation and a developing nation from an already developed nation. Now please write important over here. Some causes of brain drain which have been proved prominent in India are listed here. So this is important. Underemployment for highly skilled people in their own country. It is no longer true. A lot of job opportunities have come up for highly skilled and educated people in India also. Things have changed after the 1990s. Lack of career opportunities, deprived payments for intellectuals and skilled personnel, people having desire for a better standard of living, lack of academic freedom and apparatus for research. So these are all the areas in which India is still lacking, as it is a developing nation and it has yet to exploit its potential fully. Political instability and harassment, human rights manipulations and wars. So these are the main causes because of which India saw a lot of brain drain. But now things are changing, not as rapidly as required, but changing, and change will come. Now let us see the impacts of brain drain. So the impacts are both positive and negative as well. Positive impacts are experienced in the country receiving highly skilled workers. Underline that. These workers add to the skilled workforce. Underline. It further pushes the development in the developed nation. So that is a positive impact. Nations, particularly the United States of America and the United Kingdom, experience maximum cases of brain drain. Now, along with the positive, the negative impacts of brain drain are also felt. And where? Let us see. Negative impact of brain drain is mostly experienced in the developing nations of Southeast Asian countries like India, Bangladesh, China and countries of Africa as well. Underline, well-educated sections of the society such as doctors, scientists and engineers among others leave their place of origin in search of better prospects. When such people move to other countries, the economy becomes unstable. So, of course, when you will not have skilled workers and highly intelligent people to guide the development of nation, so what will happen? Economy will become unstable. There is shortage of highly skilled workers as well in the place of origin as they migrate to developed nations. This will have long-term consequences for the place of origin. The loss of highly skilled people leads to lower levels of productivity and the nation's growth also decreases. So, I want you to go through brain drain, causes of brain drain, and the parts which I told you are important. Then you have to know about the positive and negative impacts of brain drain. Now, let us look at do you know. There is not much to be explained in brain drain. It is all very evident over there, and you might have people in your family who have migrated to other countries in search of better prospects. Now, let us see. Do you know about 15.6 million Indians are living in other countries? Out of this, 2 million live in USA alone and are among the highest educated population in America. These Indian Americans have some of the highest income among racial and ethnic groups in USA. Racial and ethnic groups, people coming from other countries as such. Now let us quickly go through the objective type questions. Which of the following mark the first law of migration, village to town? If a person is migrating from India to Australia, it is which type of migration? International. Which of the following has the capability to increase the economic, social and political reasons of migration? It is war. Turn the page, 232. Which of the following is the negative cause of brain drain? It is better standard of living. Then which of the following country is positively affected by brain drain? Positively, see, so you need to because India is also given over there, so positive is US. Now fill in the blanks. Immigration is the process in which a person enters a country to live there permanently. People migrate from a place of less job employment opportunities to the area of more jobs employment opportunities. Spelling of opportunity is written wrong over there. Please correct it. It is called as internal migration when people migrate within the country. People coming from different cultural and social backgrounds create a multicultural society. Alps mountain in Europe has attracted French people to the eastern part of the country. Now, true and false. Now, children, where the statement is false, I have given you the reason why it is false. When people cross international boundaries, it is termed as internal migration. It is false. It is termed as international. The movement of people from one city to another is termed as urban to urban migration. True. People migrating from the region having high job employment opportunities to that having low job employment opportunities. False. It is vice versa. From low job to high job or high employment. Presently, all over the world, people are forced to migrate due to war situation. It is not true. The statement is false. It is only happening in certain areas or certain regions of the world or certain countries where people are migrating to other countries due to war situation. Last, better employment conditions and facilities act as push factors. False. They act as pull factors. So children, I want you to go through the chapter carefully. Now, I'll be shortly uploading the answers of these as well. So I want you to go through this chapter properly, thoroughly. In any topic where you have not understood it properly, please mark it, note it down, and we will discuss it again when the school reopens. Thank you.